Hi everyone, I'm about today. Today I'll be talking about superstition in Nigeria. And for like 3 days, I was just in a virtual hospital, so I had a lot of things to discuss because I thought about it a lot. There was a patient that came to the hospital, and the doctor was explaining to them based on the situation of her husband. But to my surprise, she couldn't even just believe what the doctor was telling her, and she thought the sickness of her husband was actually a spiritual attack. And despite the explanation of the doctor, no matter how clean and convincing the explanation is, she didn't take it. She was just hell bent on taking the husband home. So today I want to address the problems, the supernatural problem that we're having in Africa, most especially in West Africa generally, because this thing is very, very common in West Africa. So I want to talk about it and some of the things that I've experienced as a Nigerian to myself. All right. If you have any question, please let me know in the comment section below. I'll surely answer your question. I'm about today once again. And for my patrons, thank you very much for supporting my channel. I really appreciate you guys. Without your support, all this will not be possible. Thank you so much. All right. We have what we call supernatural attack. For in Nigeria, we believe that we better say we believe, I mean the larger percentage of Nigerians, let me say West Africans, we believe that we can be spiritually attacked. What do I mean by that? We believe somebody can be at home, not using missile or another technology, that he can be attacked spiritually. That he can, we can make to fall sick, without touching us, without putting any substances in us. We firmly believe that. In such a case, when they believe that, when we try to tell them to go to the hospital, they will tell you it's not a medical thing, that they have to go to a native doctor to solve it. So in terms of our spiritual attack, and this is affecting our health sector generally. Now, generally in Nigeria, we believe that if a doctor says, for example, if a patient goes to a doctor, and after the doctor has done diagnosis and the doctor could not find the cause of the problem, once a doctor says they couldn't find the cause of the problems, the next thing that comes to our mind is that that particular disease or sickness is a spiritual attack. We firmly believe that. We don't think that we need to go to other places, other pros, to check what is going on. That even if the fact that all the doctors could not find the cause of the problem, it doesn't mean that that problem is not a natural thing. We firmly believe there's a supernatural thing. It is so worse to an extent that we have many doctors in Nigeria that after they've done their diagnosis, whether they did it right or wrong, the next thing they will recommend to the patient is to take the patient back home for native way of treatment. And this has caused a lot of problems for many families. And unfortunately, this is still trending in Nigeria currently. And I don't know what you're thinking. You may be thinking this is only pertaining to the formally uneducated people in Nigeria, but you'll be so surprised. Even those who are formally educated, they still participate in this whole and now 9th century thought or idea. In case you are a Nigerian or an African, you are watching this video is not about telling the Westerners that our native medicine is not working. Don't get me wrong. We have a lot of herbs, roots, and barks that are doing wonder in healing us. A lot of them that are doing wonder. And that asks full explanation. If the herbs, the roots, if they have been examined, what is causing the healing will be found there. Because that one is a natural thing, is known. It's different from a natural way of casting incantation. You believe the incantation will heal the person magically. That's what I'm talking about. Not our herbs, our roots, and our barks that is doing wonderful in our health. Like for example, now we have a kind of liquid concoction that we call it agbo. For example, the one we usually use for treating malaria. I've been using that since I was a kid, and it has been working wonder. We have some bags that when it's boiled, probably with palm wine or with ordinary water, and you consume it, it will treat malaria for you. In many cases, within 3 days, to work as effectively as those orthodox drugs. So we have a lot of them like that. So I'm not saying, my point is not to tell you that our native way of healing ourselves is useless or is nothing, or it doesn't make any sense. It makes a lot of sense. What I'm saying is our thoughts of supernatural attack and supernatural way of healing. There have been many bold claims in Nigeria. Like for example now, about 10 years ago, a man came on television and he claimed that he knew the treatment for HIV. Yes, the man claimed that he knew the treatment for HIV, despite the fact that the man had no evidence. He has no data to back this claim up, yet he was holding the claim. And according to what I read, the man was given a chance to prove it. The man just couldn't. So we have cases like that. Another bold claim that came out also in Nigeria, about someone that came out that they have full treatment for diabetes. Yes, they have full treatment for diabetes, irrespective of the stage of the diabetes. And the same thing, they could not prove it. And despite the fact they could not prove it, we still have millions of Nigerians who believe them, that these people really have the power. And when you confront them with the evidence, they just tend to hold on. They tend to hold on to that belief without evidence. And I've been saying it to my friends, those my acquaintances that I still believe you have anything called supernatural power in Nigeria. Evidence is what separates the truth from the lies. Evidence separates the truth from the lie. We've had cases where a person will be having just health issue, a minor health issue, probably caused as a result of some calamity that befell them, either the death of the loved ones, and decided having a kind of mental disorder. Then instead of taking them to the psychiatric hospital for them to be well diagnosed and treated, they take them to this native mental psychiatric healer. And when you see the way the mental patients are being treated in our native way, in fact, you weep for them. You see the way they have been treated. For this video, I'm not going to show it, but I just wish someday I could show you how they have been treated, the way they will be tied down like animals. You pity for them. And in such a cases, when somebody is suffering from a mental illness that is not very, very serious, and when you tie them with those who are suffering from chronic mental illness, they are bound to get worse. They are bound to get worse. They just remain like that. And the family of such person, we keep believe that the person was supernaturally attacked. So what I mean is that we have so many fallacies that are still affecting us in this part of the world. Now, one of them is what we call supernatural attack, supernatural power. We have a lot of people claiming to have any supernatural power. None of them has ever come out to show us, to give the evidence that they have the supernatural power. And I've been saying it anywhere I find myself. There is nothing like any supernatural power anywhere. But unfortunately, we still have a lot of people who still believe in that, both the formally educated and the illiterate, and this is so saddening. You'll be surprised at what you hear a medical doctor saying. Just be surprised, a medical doctor saying things that non-medical doctor person shouldn't be saying when it comes to health. And I can't blame anyone but our education sector. It is in ruins. Right? Okay, that's it about this video. If you have any question, please let me know in the comment section below. Once again, Mr. Mike, thank you very much for supporting my channel. I really appreciate you guys. All my patrons, thank you. Whatever question you have, please put it in the comment section below. I will surely answer your question. If you have any topic for me that you want me to treat, please put it there. You can send me packages anywhere all over the world, to be highly appreciated and to be displayed on this channel. And I hope to see you next time.